Alrighty, traders. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome to the showdown. My name is Gary Feckhart, and I am taking on a fight this morning with Cameron. We're going to go ahead and duke it out for the title to see how quickly we can get our trades played out. Remember, traders, what we're going to be doing this morning is placing live trades here in the session, and we're going to make sure that we go ahead and find trades that are going to pay out as quickly as possible. And that'll, of course, then grant us the title of champion for this week. Now, it's going to be me and Cameron. Stick around, traders. We've got a lot of information to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about rate decisions coming out for the Canadians next week. We've got CPI that's come out this week as well. A bunch of information we're going to go ahead and talk about. And let's go ahead and do that right after this. Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. Cameron, good morning. I'm glad to actually get my mic on. Normally, I screw up this time in the morning. I screw up by not putting my mic on, and I end up talking to myself. Hey, Cameron, good morning. Happy Friday to you, buddy.
Yep. Good morning, Big Dog. Good morning, students, VIP. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday as well.
Good stuff. Well, we are definitely we're going to be duking it out this morning, but there's a lot to talk about because we did have some data that came out this week, and the data reported specifically for the Canadians reported that CPI showed lower, so which means that there's starting to see a downside tick in CPI, which means that next week Wednesday, I believe it is Wednesday or Thursday, we have actually it's Wednesday. We have Bank of Canada rate decision. And so far now, it's forecast to keep the rates unchanged. I think it's going to be exactly that. They can't raise the rates with the inflation coming down, so they look like they're going to be keeping the rates unchanged. Now, could they shock us with a rate cut? I don't think so. I think we're going to keep it since at the number that they're at now at 5%. And see what happens with inflation over the next couple of months before they make a decision. But I think we might be done with inflation hikes, and we know that the Feds have said the same thing. They said that looks like the Feds may be done with hiking interest rate, but the Feds aren't seeing a downtick in inflation. In fact, the last inflation number that came out for the Feds actually showed no change from the previous. So it's going to be real interesting to see how things play out. Now, we don't only have the Bank of Canada coming out next week with a rate with a rate decision, but we also have the ECB also coming out next week with the rate decision. They'll be out on Thursday, and they look like they are going to be keeping their rates also unchanged at 4.5%. So it's going to be interesting how the central banks have or will be making decisions on their interest rate, and we'll see how the markets change accordingly. Now, we all know that this war on Israel is certainly creating volatility in the market, specifically on the dollar. The dollar had a very strong rally. We also saw a big rally in gold. And the reason why we saw a strong rally in gold and in into the dollar itself is because of uncertainty in the market. Investors start becoming uncertain about where the economy or world economy is going. What they tend to do is to move into safe haven assets. The dollar is one of them, and of course, gold is another one. And so we've seen a solid rally in gold. And let me go ahead and share my screen while we talk about this stuff, because I think it's important to check this out. So let me. I didn't even share my screen this morning. So here we go. We're going to take a look at gold right here. So this is where we're looking at gold. Let's go to the price of gold right here. We'll do the chart of gold. There we go. All right. So we've got gold taking place at the moment right now, and this is what we're seeing right here. Look at the strong rally. Now, if you guys remember, I don't know if you do. I mean, I can't remember what I did yesterday, but if you guys remember me talking about gold. There was a lot of traders when I spoke about gold coming back down to 1815, especially when it was trading up here around about 1979. They could not believe that. I mean, they was like, oh, yeah, there's no way gold's going to come down here to 1820. That's just not happening. Well, it did. It did. And now we're trading back up again. So we spoke about opportunities for traders to get involved and to invest in gold. And we mentioned that what they should be looking at is the possibilities of stacking in. We're talking about owning, the physical asset, owning gold right here at this level, right around there at that level. Start stacking in. Does it mean start purchasing gold at this level? If it does trade up a little lower, continue to purchase gold at that level too. But we knew gold's eventually going to go back up again, and it did. It's had a strong rally. So it looks like there's still a little bit of concern in the market based on where we're at, uncertainty, and it looks like the gold is starting to move. Now, the question here is the dollar, is the dollar doing the same thing, Cameron? Are we still seeing some stronger move in the dollar, or has the goalpost shifted, meaning that there's four safe haven currency pairs: euro, Swiss, JPY, and the dollar? Has this now moved to some other country? Has the dollar now stopped rallying, and has investors now shifted over because of what's happening in Israel? And so the deal here is, we all know that that the U.S. is trying to find information and confirmation that Iran has got involved in this war on Israel, and if they have, then sanctions against Iran's oil is going to be taking place. That means that there's going to be a shortage of oil, and a shortage of oil means demand, right? And that means that because of that, price of oil is going to skyrocket. And this means that this is basically US is going to say, hey, we're backing Israel. That means that if you're against Israel, we're against you. And that could mean that trade investors are going to start moving money out of dollar, because they're going to suspect that this is going to take a toll, and that money is going to flow into some other currency pairs if we are going to see still uncertainty in the market. Gold, if it continues to rally, then we should see dollar fall, and then one of the other four safe haven currency pairs should start rallying. Now, the question is it going to be euro? Have we seen euro rallying over the last 24 hours? All right, because it's been, if you look at the dollar right here, we can see that dollars move sideways. And so as I go ahead and take a look at my dashboard right here, I'm noticing that we are still seeing Swiss franc strength. We're seeing euro starting to climb. So what we'd like to start seeing is Swiss weaken, euro rally, dollar weaken, and then the other one is JPY weaken. So JPY is already down there. And so we're going to see a little change in the momentum that we're seeing right now, at the moment right now. So dollar's falling right here. What I'd like to do is take a look at the Swiss JPY. And the reason why I look at the Swiss JPY right here, it gives me a really good sense of what the market's doing based on these two safe haven currencies right here. Which one is really holding the strength, and which one is losing it? And right now, clearly we can see that Swiss is strong. JPY is weak, Swiss is strong. But this information that we saw on the dashboard, this is information that just was updated here at 9 o'clock this morning. The next update is at 1 o'clock. So the thing is, between 9 and 1, are we going to see a change? Are we going to see a downside move in the Swiss franc? Because currently right now, it is the top dog out of all the other currencies. It is the top dog right now. It's the strongest currency on the market right now. And the JPY is currently sitting at a low. So which means that we're looking at this, and if we look at the Swiss JPY starting to change, starting to move back below this resistance here, that is now going to be support for the market at 166.36, then this could be a complete change in momentum between Swiss and JPY. And so the reason why I go and I talk about this, and I know that we're not going to be placing trades on these currency pairs, but the reason why I talk about this is because it's really interesting, specifically as an example on the pound JPY. If I look at the pound JPY right here, we're actually setting up right here for a downside move. We're looking for the pound JPY to sell off, all right? And if we're going to sell off, that means we need to see stronger JPY. Right now, JPY is weak, but that Swiss JPY switches and we see a reversal on Swiss JPY, then I'm going to suspect that pound JPY will also sell off because we know the pound has been weak. And so we're going to look for this to go ahead and continue its downside move. All right. Just a little information out there about what's going on right now. We did see the Dow open up this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on right here. Dow's opened up weaker on the day, which means that we're trading lower than the open on previous. So we are bearish on the day right here, which means that if the Dow is weak, all right, that means the dollar should be strong. But we also believe that the Dow will then go ahead and try and fill the gap. Now there is actually a gap filled right here. If you actually look at the price, you can see that the Dow opened up lower right here, but it did fill up the gap from the previous. So we don't really have sort of a directional bias of where we're going right now. I'm going to take a look at a couple of things here. Let me see if I've got it here. No, I don't. So I'm interested to see what happens, what's going to happen with the Dow. Let's go to the Dow chart just to get a sense of what the dollar is going to be doing as well in the short term. All right, so if you look over here, this is the Dow, and it opened up right here. But again, we're probably going to see a corrective move coming back up here. So let me go back to my 1 hour time frame. And if I look at the 1 hour time frame, this is why I believe we're going to see a rally in the Dow. Because right here, we have wave 1. We got wave 4, and price come down here, and we're starting to see the market wedging down here, which means that we're going to see a breakout to the upside. So traders, I believe that the Dow is going to get stronger. That means the US dollar is going to be weaker, and that might set up opportunities for us to go ahead and look to sell US dollar CAD. Well, Cameron, I think let me go ahead and kick off the session today. All right. And the session is going to be, the session is going to be talking about different currency pairs. So I think I'm going to jump in to start off the session today. I think I'm going to start off with US dollar CAD. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here. This is what I'm looking at from a long-term perspective. So US dollar CAD is currently right now, we had a nice little indecision candle right here at the top. Price is moving back below that previous low. We can see right here, we haven't closed this candle out yet, but if I go down to the lower time frame right here, this is the 1 hour. Then right now, although we're trading still above the 200 EMA, I still see that we have potential movement down towards this level right here at 36.39. So Cameron, I say, even if the market bounces back up again, I'm going to go ahead and look for a sell on US dollar CAD. All right. Now, traders, just so that you know, if you check out in the description down below, you will see a Telegram channel. That Telegram channel is giving out all these trades. All right. And also, if you want to go ahead and check out my Telegram channel as well, make sure you check out my Telegram channel too. The description is also down below. And I'm actually giving bonus trades out on other pairs outside what we're doing here in this session. So if you haven't noticed that already, check it out. There are some bonus trades that I'm also posting in my Telegram channel, FxBigDog Telegram channel. Check it out. Description down below. Check it out and go ahead and just get connected. All right, Cameron. Now, if you are connected to the Telegram channel, you have got an alert. And that alert says sell US dollar CAD. And the entry price is at 36.76. So we now entered at 36.76. Let's see where the markets take us. All right, Cam, you are on your next. What is the next opportunity here?
I'm gonna take a look at the CAD Swiss.
Whoa!
The favorite pair of all, right?
Right.
All right. So yeah, looking at the CAD Swiss, we've had this big bearish swing to the downside here, all the way back to this key support. So price went ahead and bounced off support here. So we're looking for a correction move. So I want to go ahead and play this correction move. Now, what I'm looking for is where is price going to correct to? And I'm going to go and say, okay, well, first thing is where's resistance, previous resistance. So here we got resistance right here. This is where price can come back to retest, if anything. Or maybe we see prices continue to grab some demand and we continue to see a bullish swing, right? But we want to make sure that if we do see a correction, that we want to make sure we have enough room to go ahead and target 20 pips. So we do got a lot of room to the upside for price to go ahead and retest resistance. But if I'm looking just for a retracement here, I like to use my fibs from the selling pressure here from that previous resistance and go from the low here and say, okay, if price just wants to retrace and consolidate an area, this is going to be my 618 and my retracement. I call it my gold zone. That's how my VIP members know. So there's my gold zone right there, about to that 618. It's about 30-ish pips. So I know I got some room to the upside to go ahead and play a buy, even if price just wants to retrace and consolidate a little bit. I know I still got some room to target that. But even if that's not the case and price wants to move back to resistance or continue to move bullish because it grabs some demand, either way, I'm going to be fine. But I just wanted to make sure I had that enough 20 pip room to go ahead and trade, because that's what we target here. Using the tool is we target 20 net pips. So I'm gonna go in with the buy here on the CAD Swiss.
I like you. All right, good stuff. Nice. All right, and just to add something right here, traders. Yes, the actual CAD Swiss is in a larger range. We've now tested the support again between 6820 and 6500. So we're in a large range at the moment right now, and so we are expecting this to be a bounce to the upside, and in fact, hopefully go back up to 6820 and break out of 6820. According to the wave structure that I've set up on the CAD, we can actually see that this is the fifth wave test, which means that this should be the rally to the 6820 level and a break out of 6820 towards around about 7100. I have targets up above there, but no, we'll see what happens when we get there. Where I'm going to go ahead and take profit, but we're certainly seeing price pushing up towards those levels. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. All right, traders, good stuff, Cameron. Nice job. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next trading opportunity. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at interesting enough, I think I'm going to go to the New Zealand CAD right here. I really want to take a look at this right here at New Zealand CAD, and I'm going to clear up my charts a little bit here. And traders, what I'm really looking for right here is, do I have a pattern? Now, this is a channel. We have a channel appearing right here, and the channel looks like this. All right. Oh, hang on. I got to do some stuff here. Hold on. I need to get my lines drawn in here. I got to save some default savings here. There we go. All right, perfect. All right, so the thing here is that we have to look for right here is, I'm going to look for a pattern appearing right here to look for a reversal. So there's a couple of things that we can note. First, number one, if I go to the larger time frame, all right, I notice that the market is testing, and I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, there it is. This downward trend line right here. See this big downward trend line going down, connecting those highs. Well, if you go closer to where the market's trading at the moment right now, I'm actually seeing, let me go ahead and remove this out the way here so we can get some clearer shots here. I'm seeing that price is testing that trend line. Okay, so now while we're at that trend line, what I also want to look for is, I want to look for possible patterns that are indicating that price will move back up again, and I can do this on the lower time frame. So here's the lower time frame right here. And we know that the New Zealand dollar is weak, but look at this. There's a couple of things here. Notice that we have a lower low, all right, lower low. But look at the oscillator. Oscillator is moving up. There we have divergence. Even if it's just a 20 pip spike, we have divergence here, all right? So what I want to do is, I want to look at this and go, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to connect that low there to that low. I'm going to call this my wave structure, and it's going to be something like this: 1, 2, 3 down here, 4 over here, and 5 down here. Now, I'd like to see a false breakout and then a retest back up, go north. But because we have to jump in right now, I'm going to take on a buy on the New Zealand CAD based on this structure right here. My target is going to be 20 pips, but for those that want to hold on a little bit longer, then we could almost say that price could go up about, let's see here, about 57 pips going long, maybe a little bit more than that. But all we want is 20 pips. So Cameron, let's go ahead and lock and load a buy on the New Zealand CAD. Alrighty. Cool. All right, what's your next muted?
So we got the Aussie CAD and the Euro US dollar. So look at the Euro US dollar, and the way the technical side is setting up here is actually, to me, it's setting up more of a sell. And I know we were just talking about expecting the euro to rally and the US dollar to fall a little bit. But looking here, I can see a short-term sell you're seeing on the euro US dollar, just because we've been in this range bound of resistance and support right here, and price is now testing that resistance level. Okay, and we're you're on the 4 hours as well. We're overbought, so everything to me is indicating, and I see a little bit of divergence here on my MACD, especially when I see this on my MACD when price is at a resistance level. Usually, I see a little bit of a pullback here, and about 20 pip pullback. Um, it's really just coming just below these candle wicks here on the 4 hour. So if I go to the smaller time frame here, we can see prices right now consolidating. So we actually got some support here, some resistance here. Prices actually consolidating right now on the euro US dollar, which is not ideal, what I like to see. But usually when we're at this resistance or the supply area, we like to see price break below these lows and grab some liquidity here at these lows of consolidation before it wants to continue to move up. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a pullback here on the euro US dollar. What do you think there, big dog?
You know what? I'm glad you brought me in here because this is the big thing that a lot of people need to start thinking about, right? And so we got to start thinking, hey, what is the overall? I mean, when there's consolidation like this, where can the market really break out? And if it's consolidation, normally means that the price doesn't know where it wants to go, and because price doesn't know where it wants to go, we are also confused about where price is going to go. But what can help us is when we go to the daily time frame and we see that the daily time frame has closed out with a big bullish candle over engulfed the previous trading day, we have to believe that the momentum is still up, even though there's consolidation here. So the best way to be able to tackle this is say, hey, I'm just going to stick with the momentum right now, and if the market does dip down and get a 20 pip dip or 30 pip dip, it's going to interest on another trade. But if it stays inside consolidation and doesn't break out, we're still going to be in the money. But if it breaks out and we sell in and it breaks out to the upside, then we're really trying to recover in a trend that we're trying to recover trading against a current breakout trend. So I would say, Cameron, I would rather throw the dice on a buy, and if the market does dip, get back in again, because overall we're going to see the euro rallying up to around about 1.0772. So I think there's more upside potential on the euro than there is downside. Let's rather get caught up on the right side of the trend rather than on the wrong side. And if we are wrong and the market goes down, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we have to choose one direction, all right? And I'm not talking about the band. Oh, I got a Joe Biden joke. I'm going to tell you in a minute. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying about so I
Yeah,
would
no,
say,
absolutely. I completely understand there. Don't want to be too aggressive here. Want to stay with the trend. But just from the short term analysis here is I expect price, looking at this trend line right here on the 4 hour, I expect price to go ahead and break out this consolidation, grab some liquidity, test that trend line, and then continue to rally.
and how
That's
far is
my
that?
what's that?
And I believe you're right. How far is it going to go down though?
I think it can go at least about 30 to maybe around 35 pips, about so,
Okay.
before we see that. But and that means we can get in a second position, um because we do have a $25 pip distance there for our second position. So we will get in a second position there if price does break, and then we'll look to go ahead and retest price coming back up here. So either
Right.
way, I agree. I think playing the trend and dollar cost and average if price does go against us is the it's definitely the smarter strategy here using this tool. So
Sure. And by the way, traders, when we analyze like this and we try and look for, these are conservative ways of entering the market. What we're doing is like what I've just said to Cameron to do is let's go conservative. Let's go ahead and stick to the trend. Now, granted that our flagship product, which is the Pip Hunter flagship product, it's very aggressive, which means that it would probably be looking to sell the euro if we could at that resistance level. That's exactly how we would trade it. That's how our team has been structured to follow aggressive entry points. And so doing this, we're just saying, hey, let's be conservative and let's follow the trend and let's jump in with a buy. And let's just go ahead and do that while it's at that price there. Let's jump in with a buy. And if it does drop back down further, we're okay re-entering on a second entry point. Because what we want to do is we want to look for the market to simply go ahead and give us the option of, hey, dip, then rally. All right. So if I go here to the 1 hour time frame right here, this is, and I see exactly what Cameron's seen, and I totally agree with him. But this is the way I look at it right here. This is my short-term swing. This is wave 1. This is wave 2. Then we had an irregular flat right here. And price did come up to the 1.618. So what am I expecting now to happen? I'm expecting now the next move to be a bullish move. So here we go. Wave up. And now I'm expecting price to go to 639. So which means that this move that we're seeing right now is a corrective move, and that there's more upside potential on this than there is downside. And so the move that Cameron's talking about is really just coming back to take out the low right here. And once it takes out the low, it's then looking to rally back up again. I'm saying if we're wrong, then and the market goes north, let's rather stick to that trend. All right, we'll see how it plays out. All right, Cameron, yeah, I think we did a smart decision on that. I think that was a good call. Let's move on to the last currency pair of the morning. Now, before I do, we have a sponsor that sponsors our videos. I want to thank ACAP for sponsoring our video. Cameron, let's go ahead and roll a ad on ACAP. Hey guys, if you're looking for a broker, check out ACAP. They're based in Australia. We work with them. Fantastic people to work with. We also got another broker. We got 2 preferred brokers. Both of those preferred brokers are in our website. Go to Traders Network Club. Go look under the professional link, and you will see our preferred brokers. We got 2 of them, ACAP and SEM. And these 2 brokers we are working with, we're going to be producing a great opportunity for you to get involved in, where we're going to give away free trade ideas. And if you are signed up with these 2 preferred brokers, you will be getting those trade alerts absolutely free. The thing is this, traders, while we putting together this whole package and building out what we're trying to build out, go ahead and get an account set up already. So when we launch this new offer, you're going to be able to get access to it very quickly and be able to benefit from that. So make sure you check it out. ACAP, even if you open up an account with them, go ahead and open up account, get ready. I know that SCM brokers also offering a 500 to 1 leverage, which is going to be cool, specifically for one of our products that may require you to have a larger leverage that can offer you an opportunity to be able to use $1,000 and build up your account off $1,000. And that's really what it is. What we're trying to do is we're trying to help students that have got lower trading accounts and help them build up their lower trading accounts and have sort of a trading plan to take a small account, build it up, and eventually become something that can give them residual income. So we're trying to put that out there. Make sure you check out our preferred brokers. Now, before I give you our last trade of the day, Aussie CAD, let me go ahead and tell you a joke. All right. So Joe Biden comes into McDonald's. Yeah, I'm using McDonald's as an example. Everyone knows McDonald's, right? And he would go to McDonald's. So Joe Biden goes into McDonald's. He wants an ice cream. We all know he loves his ice cream. And so there's a long line, and everyone's waiting, and he says, can I cut the line? He goes to the person at the counter and says, can I cut the line? And this person looks at Joe and says, no, you cannot cut the line. And Joe looks at the guy and he goes, do you know who I am? So this person goes on the mic and he says, can we have a manager at the desk? We have a person that does not know who he is. Kevin, where's the laughter? Come on, man.
Well, it's not the first time I heard the joke, so.
You always give everything last. Oh. All right, well, anyway. All right, traders, Aussie CAD. Let's go take a look at Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD right here is set up. We can see right here, we actually took out the low. We came just shy of that 1.27. It's a no-brainer for me, Cam. I'm going to buy Aussie CAD. I don't need to look a lot at any more information than what I have right here already. It's a long on Aussie CAD for me. Traders, just go ahead and get that one taken care of as well. We've got a nice little bullish candlestick forming right here. It is in the form of a piercing line, and it has gone ahead and taken out the low, created this piercing line back above that there. It should be rallying back up north. So we're going to go ahead and take along on that. Now, traders, just so that you know, all right, all these trade ideas that are popping here on the Telegram channel, this is going to be part of that free offer that we're going to be offering, where you can get these live trades, or these trades that we're doing, and have these live trades actually being executed in your trading account as we speak and as we place these trades. So you don't have to even do it yourself. We can actually go ahead and have it placed in yours, in your own trading account. Make sure you check out our preferred brokers, sign up with them, open up account, get things ready, because when we launch our next offer, a free offer on trade ideas, you want to make sure you got one of our preferred brokers connected to. All right, you want to be able to be connected to them. All right, traders, well, that's it from us. Have a fantastic weekend. Happy Friday, everyone, and I'll see you back again next week. This is FxBigDog, my sidekick, Cameron. Cameron, you got your live trading session taking place again on Monday, right?
Yes, correct.
All right, traders, check out Cameron's trading room. It's called the Starter Pro. All right, Starter Pro membership. Go check out the website, TradersNetworkClub.com. Check out his trading room, the Traders Pro trading room. It's a community. Everyone gets together. There's a Discord. They're chatting. They're helping each other. It's really a good platform to be involved in if you're new or you want to get involved into a community of traders. Check it out, and we'll see you next time, traders. This is FxBigDog signing off.